Good morning, all. Myself Samrudhi from Section J. Here I am to present about fiber optics communication. What actually is fiber optics communication? Going to the introduction of fiber optics communication, optical fiber is a boon for the digital communication, and optical fiber is flexible, transparent fiber which is made from silica and it is thin as the human hair. Diameter of the optical fiber is 27 micrometer. Optical fibers are used most often as means to transmit light between the two ends of the fiber and has wide usage in fiber optics communication. Going to the definition of fiber optics communication, it is the method of transmitting information from one place to another place by sending pulses of infrared light through an optical fibers. The light forms an electromagnetic carrier wave that is modulated to carry the information. There are many types of optical fibers dependent on the refractive index, material used, and the mode of propagation of light. Now, going to the classification based on refractive index. Number 1 is step index fiber and graded index fiber. Let us look what is step index fiber. It consists of core surrounded by cladding which has a single uniform index of refraction, and the graded index fiber is nothing but the refractive index of the optical fiber will decrease as the radial distance from the fiber axis increase. Then, based on the material used, there are plastic optical fiber and the glass fiber. Plastic optical fiber is the polymethyl methacrylate is used as the core material for the transmission of light. And in glass fibers, it consists of extremely glass fibers. Now, going to the classification based on propagation of light, there are single mode fibers and multi mode fibers. Single mode fibers are the fibers used for long distance transmission of signals, and multi-mode fibers are those fibers which has been used for the short distance transmission of signals. Now going to how does an optical fiber work. The optical fiber will work on the principle of total internal reflection. Optical fibers are designed such that they bend all the light rays inwards. Light rays travels continuously, bouncing off the optical fiber and transmitting end-to-end data. Although light signals degrade over progressing distance, depending on the purity of the material used, the loss is much less than using metal cables. A fiber optic system consists of following components: the transmitter, where it produces the light signals and encodes them to fit to transmit. Then the optical fiber, the medium for transmitting the light pulse. The optical receiver, it receives the transmitted light pulse signal and decodes them to be fit to use. The optical generator, it's necessary for long distance data transmission. Then, going to the advantages of optical fiber communication, first advantage is enormous potential bandwidth. That means the optical carrier frequency ranges yields the far greater potential transmission bandwidth than metallic cable system. Small size and weight. Optical fibers will be having very small diameters which are often no greater than diameter of human hair. Even when such fibers are covered with protective coatings, they are far smaller and lighter than corresponding copper cables. Then third advantage is the electrical isolation. Optical fiber which are fabricated from glass or sometimes a plastic polymer are electrical insulators, and therefore, unlike their metallic counterparts, they do not exhibit earth loop and interface problems. Then, going to signal security, signal sniffing cannot be carried out until physical insertion of detecting instrument, which is bit difficult. Widely applicable in military, banking, and other secure networking. Now, the disadvantages of optical fiber communication. More complex transmitter and reception equipment are essential, and fiber is more vulnerable to fiber flux at greater optical power. Consequently, the optical fiber may be get broken. Splicing them is more difficult and complicated and costly to maintain than splicing wires, and it is expensive investment or installation and maintenance. Now, application of optical fiber communication. It can be used under sea communication, and it also can be used in military applications such as aircraft, ships, tanks, and etc. It can be used in public utility organization like railway, TV transmission, etc. Now, going to the next application, it is used in space application, telecommunication such as voice, telephone, message service, and data network, computer data communication, broadband services, inter exchange junctions, and etc. Going to the conclusion of optical fibers, the age of optical communication is a new era. Instead of electrons moving back and forth over a regular copper or metallic wire to carry signals, light waves navigate tiny fibers of glass or plastic to accomplish the same purpose. With high bandwidth and large information capacity, 1,000 times greater than that of the copper wires, fiber optics soon provide us with all the communication technology we could want in a lifetime at cost efficient price. Thank you.